Okay, Mark. We are live at Marwin Call in front of the Catfight Club, taking fans with you on this journey through your world. Just a reminder, this is something that we've done for a few weeks now, taking a little tour outside of the Catfight Club and inside the Catfight Club. And after the video, we'll show some of Mark's works, some of his stuff that he's been working on, and try to let you know about some of those pieces and how you could buy them. And forgive me for my first time using Instagram Live here. Yep. Having a hard time seeing any messages right now, so if you have any questions, I encourage you to please send them as soon as you can so we can ask Mark the questions in real time. So, Mark, we've got a couple questions that people have emailed already in. One is Harry from the UK asks, what precautions are you putting in place for the Catfight Club due to the lockdown for the coronavirus?
Oh, why people aren't locked down.
Yeah?
The world of Marwin Call is in a dome. It's inside of a dome. Nothing gets in, especially coronavirus. And plus, they're just ABS plastic. So, but I do have gas masks. I do have masks in there for them to use. But I don't like wearing them. I have my mask on too, but I don't like talking in it because when I'm in the supermarket, I'm not talking. That's when I can wear it and it stays on. But when I start talking, it starts falling down. You know the deal.
Yep.
Sorry, Harry. I hope I answered your question, Matt.
Yep. Well, we're all wearing masks here too, just in case anyone has that question. Yep. We had another question come in via email talking about how you get inspired. How do you get inspired for your stories?
Well, sometimes I go just window shopping on the online stores that I get 1/6 scale figures from. And it's something about the face. It has to be the expression, the eyes, anyway, like this British police officer, female police officer, I wanted to get her like a while ago, and she was sold out, and now they just restocked her, and so I've been in contact with a friend of mine, Sarah and Harry.
Sarah says hi. Sarah and Harry says hi. So does Julie Marshall. Hi, Julie. And hi, Danny. We've got people in.
Oh. And so I figured, why not for the first time in like 15 or 16 years, put somebody I know, a friend of mine, just one, just for a short visit. She's coming just to see Marwin Call and to help my 2 American NYPD officers patrol the Catfight Club. So she's like reinforcements, but from Great Britain.
Yeah, so that was inspiring because it took you into a direction you, I guess, weren't expecting to go on, or?
Right. I didn't know how to start a new story.
Yeah.
I mean, so I kept on putting more stuff on the walls inside the club, just making it look cooler for my first scene, for my new story. And I was so stuck, and then the British Metropolitan Police officer became restocked. I'm like, cool, that's Sarah. And so that started yesterday. I was out here all day on my knees, filming, setting up stuff, and I wanted to film Sarah coming to the catfight club. And of course the day before, when I got her, I quickly put everything on her and made her walk up to the two NYPD officers, female officers, that are guarding the door to the catfight club. And one of the American cops says to her, "I wouldn't go in there with pants on if I were you." And Sarah said, "Why not?" Yeah. And so the American cop said, "Because the girls will throw you down, rip your pants off, put stockings on you and a skirt, and sit you up and ask you what they want to drink." And so when I heard that, I didn't even film anything. I just grabbed Sarah and I brought her inside. And I gently took the pants off and found stockings and the skirt and made her kind of look cooler so she can get inside the club, because it's nylons only.
Yeah, catfight appropriate.
Yes, catfight appropriate. And so there's two, Betty Page and another blonde, sitting at the bar, just with gartered stockings on and smiling and looking at Sarah, who I'm introducing and, you know, telling her what the stuff is up on the wall, you know, pointing and well, the scene's set up in there.
Yeah, do you want to go inside and show everyone? While you're getting inside, I'll say some hellos from some people that have been joining us.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah, we've got Sherilyn says hi, and
Hello.
so does Thomas Price. Also, Dina says hi, Mark. Also, Eric John Klein, who's a teacher in New Paltz, and his students love your work. I'm not surprised. Hi from Shelley. She's looking forward to hearing more. And Kaylin knows the whole sold-out feeling with miniatures and hopeful for restocking.
Yes, just so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to snap them up, otherwise they're gone.
Yep.
And so, anyway, she's in here. It's
All right.
Cool scene. I don't think the last time I had the lights on, the bar lights or any lights. So this time the lights are on.
Oh, Jan just joined us too. Jan Clark. Hi, Jan.
Hey, Jan. I have your, I hope it's the summertime wreath
Yeah.
on the front door. There's a butterfly on it, so I don't know. But there were like 12 wreaths in there, and that was the one with flowers. It looked like it was summertime, so. But it's on the front door.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the wreaths. And the Oxfords. Thank you very much.
Yes, as some of you may guess, some people send Mark some great miniatures and other things like that, which is really fantastic, and they appear inside. So I'm trying to get the right angle here. Tammy says hi. Mark, so good to see you. So does Marco, says hi.
Marco.
And Brian says you've been an inspiration. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Thomas Price also has students that love your work. And oh, our friend Terry Frank is watching. Hi, Terry. All right, so do you want to explain the scene in here?
Yep, this is what I was just explaining before, where that's Betty Page, and that's the other blonde chick with a beer in her hand. And, of course, Sarah with her skirt and stockings and backpack with her web belt with everything on it and stuff. And Hoagie, Captain Hoagie, showing her, you know, stuff up on the wall, like the only British flag I found, and it's ripped, and so I was trying to cover up the rip, but I did the best I could, Sarah. So, why don't you bring it through the front?
Oh, sure. All right, so let's do a little tour of the outside as I go look through all the other amazing aspects of the Catfight Club. Rune Stocking Catfight Club, to be exact. We've got a hello from Sharon, says always amazing. And Lou Withy says love you so much. Here's some of the characters out here. And we're gonna pop in through the Let me pull back so you could all see. The outside, we're gonna pop in through the window up here. And there's Marco. I love this. We've got our great nurse reminder
Harry.
to love nurses here.
Harry, these are the masks just in case the COVID-19 gets in here. But yes, there are masks in here.
Yeah. And we've got a nurse right up here. We've had nurses in a lot of photos lately.
Yep, that's Halle Berry.
Yep. She's tough, and it's obviously a time in which we're all thinking about nurses during COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she's just as tough as all the other women in town. Let me see if I could go look at you through the bottom door here. There you go.
So that's the scene. And I don't know why Hoagie's pointing to the St. Pauli girl, but anyway, that's in my club. They're smoking allowed. And anyway, all the glasses are set up on the mirror, on a shelf in the mirror.
Oh, all right. You point it towards the.
On the shelf.
Yeah.
Behind the mirror, and oh, the happy bartender. Oh, here you go, Janet.
Okay.
I just wanted to show him a close up.
Yeah. Oops. I hit one of the police officers here with my big clumsy oaf hands.
Oh, that's all right. It's the one with all the questions. I wouldn't go in there with pants on if I were you.
That's great. All right. Hi, Fernanda. I just saw you got on board. Thank you. Gonna see if I could see anyone from out here. Oops. Can we see you through here, Mark? Sort of. There you go. So these are the outside windows, and here's the upstairs balcony as well. You can see a little bit more of what it's like in here. So Laura and Craig from Hampshire, England says hello and love and hugs. Oh, and Terry and Genesis both say hi. You have met both of them. All right, I'm going to come out around, and maybe, Mark, you could talk about the outside here. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
All right, so this is the way I was all day yesterday, crawling back and forth. And that's why in winter shots you never really see footprints, because I crawl. I just use one path to get to the scene. I don't go all around it, walk around it. I leave one area where it's just clean snow for the background, so it looks like they're just walking through the snow. Anyway, Jan Clark, here's your I hope it's the summer wreath. This is the copper that asked, or that told Sarah that she wouldn't go in there with trousers on. Leave it to New York City cops, right?
Yep. Just a reminder, people, if you have questions for Mark, now is the time to ask them. We've got a lot of love in the comments here, such as from Bea in Wisconsin, who says hi, and Kaylin again. Lou also asks, do you photograph this, and where can I purchase? There's several prints available on the gallery website and our artsy website, but you could also contact the gallery because we have some special ones available at the end of this broadcast. By the way, Jan Clark says that's the right wreath.
Okay. Thank you, Jan.
Okay. So did you have anything more to talk about with these guys?
If they want to know something, well,
Yeah.
This I just installed. It's a heavy-duty 50 caliber machine gun. It's not plastic, it's all metal, with real spun brass ammo on a cloth belt.
Wow.
The best. only for the girls, the best. Anyway, so that's all they have for now. So 50 caliber up there. And I had to add on this extension because the rain would come off this roof and splash right on all of this dirt and splash up on the windows. You can see the line where it splashes up all the way up to here. And so these are the only two stones I had. It just wasn't working. It was still splashing up on every one. Usually I have a big paintbrush. Hold on.
Well, I'll ask a question while you go away. Kaylin wants to know, is Captain Hoagie still a tank commander, or did he wake up from another dream or through a time portal to another military specialty?
No, he's just Hoagie, Captain Hoagie.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, that one where he woke up from a dream, he was a tank commander. That's when one of his crewmen woke him up. That's when he was dreaming he was a pilot. But do we know that the pilot isn't really dreaming that he was a tank commander?
Oh, that's deep, Mark.
Anyways, this is what I use. So I can see these pictures better. And then I have to brush the comps off. And then all this, and it's some of the dirt's embedded right into the paint, so, and then I have to brush everything off here, all the dirt from here. So anyway, that's what I figured I would make gutters for this thing, and I go, gutters wouldn't help with a short roof like that, short overhang. So I just took whatever piece of wood I had, 1/2 inch, and added it onto this, so it overhangs a little bit, now what do I do over here? And my neighbor over there said, I like that step kind of look you have to the roof. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't notice it, but I was like, yeah, cool. All right, so I left it there. And plus, it's easier for me to get in here and adjust figures and stuff for a scene, for a photo shoot. And I can still get to the door. That's good.
Yeah. You've got a hello from Rachel in New Mexico. I know Rachel bought one of your prints just recently.
Thank you.
So hi, thank you, and hi from Nick in the UK. Also hi from Shelly. Shelly, I know you were late to the live. We're gonna do more of these, so please join the next one. We'll give you an overview in our next one, which will be probably, if not next week, the week after. We got to give Mark some time to reboot. So just a reminder to anyone who has a question or comment to go ahead and let us know.
See, I always make sure that they're actually looking at each other. As close as I can get it. Like they're making eye contact with each other. Realism. Eye appeals half the meal. If they look natural and stuff, it makes the photo more believable. And that's just
Oops.
dolls.
I keep doing this. Sorry, guys. I've lost the comment section, so sorry. I'm trying to get that back. Yeah. Again, this is all new for me, so apologies. Okay, so let's go over and look at your artwork, Mark. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right.
Anyway, that's what I use.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, so here we have a few of Mark's display prints that he's had for museums. Basically, these are print copies that have gone to Belgium, to Paris, to Miami, and various art shows. So we are doing a special, one time only, discounted sale for some of these prints that are our museum display copies that are $300 for the large ones. You just need to contact the gallery to get yourself a copy. I mean, Mark, we could just watch you putting on gloves for the next video. I think this is very good content.
Gloves?
Yeah.
Why? Whatever for. Just not putting on gloves.
And sorry, everyone, I don't understand Facebook Live, so I don't know how to get comments back. If anyone who's a friend of mine knows how to do that, just text me because I'm totally lost. So I can't answer any comments because they've disappeared. But we're going to go through these, and maybe at the end of this, I could answer some of them for you guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we've got this first one, a classic, Hoagie and Anna. Harry wanted to know how Anna was doing.
Anna's still in a box, but she's clothed. Just can't find her skirt though. But she'll be back.
Yeah.
And this is when in the early days when Hoagie and Anna first proposed to each other, marriage, and they haven't gotten married yet. And I took them for a Jeep ride 2 miles down the road to the store in Eddyville. And that was cool. That was cool.
Yep.
And so they're just sitting there, and Hoagie's doing some deep thinking. And this is after I went to the store and purchased whatever and came back out with my camera. And I was like, they look cool just sitting there. Let me see what I can do with that. And you can see the siding of the house, of the store in the background. So yeah, and this was 2-mile walk back home then, and I filmed all the way back home. That's about it.
That's fantastic. And again, anyone who's joining late, I do not know how to use Facebook Live, and I don't know how to get comments back. So if you're making comments, I'm sorry. We love you all. We'd love to answer those questions, and we'll answer them in a follow-up email or message. But every time I try to get the comments back, I end up turning the camera on my face, and no one wants to see that. So, all right, Mark.
And this is when the Nazis had Hoagie, Captain Hoagie, in the church, tied up, and they were whipping him. And that's when the men in my world, the soldiers, couldn't come up with a plan to save Hoagie. And that's when Anna said, "Come on, girls, let's go get our captain back." And that's when they had the guns behind their backs, the pistols. And that's when they had the bottle of vodka going. Oh. And that's when Jacqueline came up behind the Nazi guard and slit his throat. I loved filming that. And that's when they got back Hoagie's revolver with a pearl handle, single shot, Colt. And that's when the girls went into the church and executed all of those Nazis like surgeons, except one. They left the mean one, the guy who started it all. They left him for the girls to get later on. But anyway, and this is when Anna went over and cut Hoagie down with a bayonet. And that's when they were hugging each other, or Anna was holding Hoagie until help arrived to take him away.
Fantastic. Thank you, Helen, for the critical technical update. So now I can see people's comments. Bless you. So Sean says Happy Mother's Day, which leads us to our next print, which is very special to Mark on this very special day. We also have a question from Marco as you pull it up. What brush should I get for my vehicles to clean them?
What brush?
Maybe just a paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Yeah, perfect.
Dry, brand new. This size is the best. Too big is too big for everything. You can't really get into little areas with a big paintbrush. This is medium. With a small one, you can't cover a lot of distance, space with it. But this one is the medium one. You can get into little things, and you can get an area, brush off the area.
Okay.
I hope that helped.
Yeah, I think that was great. All right, so this is a Mother's Day print. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is Mark's mother, as pictured by...
This is the second Mother's Day I had without my mother. She flew away 2 years before this. And the first Mother's Day without my mother was really tough. That's when I burned the Nazis. Like that one photo of the Nazi burning. That's the first Mother's Day without my mother. This is the second one. I was a little bit calmer then. And it's still the most depressing day for me of the year. I was really close with my mom. So what I did on the second Mother's Day without my mother is I took her doll figure that she held in the hospital as she was dying from cancer, and showed all the nurses. And so I gave it to her to inspire her, to keep her alive. But when she died, I got the doll back. My mother's spirit is in the doll. So I took the doll and put it over there to my neighbors on the other side of my immediate neighbors, where they have all these forget-me-nots growing in the dead soil. They're the perfect scale. Perfect scale for 1/6. So I made my mother sitting in those on Mother's Day and to spend time with my mom.
Yeah.
Knew her spirit and stuff.
It's a beautiful story. Diane Young says, sorry for your loss, Mark. So does Alex.
Thank you.
She even knew, Alex knew your mom. Alex, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Mog? Remembers her. Sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong. So that's why I can't do it. Hi, Scott. Welcome aboard. I'm glad you're watching as well.
And so that's this one.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful story, and these...
And my mother always loved the smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, she's got a cigarette.
Yeah.
As does my figure.
Yeah, as you would on Mother's Day, if you love smoking. So those special, as you see, they are... Oh, it's Alex Mugyu. Sorry, that's his last name. So those special prints that are mounted on foam cores, you could probably tell they're also got the sort of Velcro backing to them because they were displays. They are for sale. Contact the gallery immediately because those go fast. $300 for those. That's the only ones we have. And we will look to get those to you. Alex was on the ship with you and went to your wedding.
Alex Magoo?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I had to lend him one of my suits.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Hi, Alex. Glad you could join us.
And Tony, if you're watching. Butterball. Oh, Butterball. And I was Eraserhead. You know, like the movie. I had the hair with the...
It's perfect.
So I always wore a hat to keep the hair.
We've got 2 more prints in there. I don't know if you saw them, Mark. The special little ones. It's okay. These are just sort of...
Just a did.
Yeah. These are the ones that we've got on our Artsy site, and these two are available. Today is the last day that these are going to be available. We're going to take them off the site at the end of the day today. We've got 2 prints, one right in front of the Catfight Club of a couple of cowboys, and one inside the club, which is a bar scene.
This one was when I was just testing. I didn't know what story I wanted yet, so I was trying everything. Cowboys at first, and I was like, you know, it would, but I'm not really into Western stuff. I mean, I don't have enough saddles for the horses. I don't have enough horses, so.
You heard it from Mark. Send horses.
No.
All right, so these are on our Artsy site. These are only $100 for 8x8 hand-signed, uneditioned prints. Limited availability because we are going to remove them from the site after tonight. We have one more question from Stephen. Will there be any more accidental or otherwise visitors to the present Marwin call?
I don't know. I'm going to try one.
Yep.
See how that pans out.
Yep.
Give it a go.
Great. Heather from Michigan says hello, and I don't know if I already said hello to Danny, but Danny has always been here, and she also says, love that shot. I don't know which one, the Western one or the bar shot. Either one I'm sure she loves.
Holy smokes.
All right, Mark, do you have any final words, or shall we say until next time, which will be in the near future?
Until next time.
All right.
Yeah, it's mask time again.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.